Hi, so this week I'm doing a track called Thank You that I wrote and recorded on my EP Welcome to Wonderland. It's really different on the recorded version. I'm going to play you the acoustic solo live version that I do at my gigs. I'll post a link below to the recorded one so you can check that out if you want to have a listen. So I wrote this song quite differently to how I wrote my other songs. I actually only wrote it for myself to make myself feel better about a situation that I was in, which was that I'm sure everyone's been through this, you have a friend, maybe a really good friend, and then at some point you start noticing that you always feel crap when you've been with them, or after, this just one thing after another kind of winding you up about this person, and you realise that maybe you're not actually friends and maybe they're not a great person for you. So it's called Thank You. It's basically saying thank you for basically pissing me off and making me upset, because that kind of, you have to have something that forces you to, I have to have something that forces me to actually get in touch with my feelings and feel it, and that makes me able to write songs and actually know who I am a bit better. So it's kind of finding the positive in that situation. I never planned to play it live because I was quite angry and pissed off when I wrote it. And someone told me, or I'd read somewhere, like, you should never do an angry song, which I don't know why I even took that to heart, because it's obviously bullshit, actually. But yeah, I was quite paranoid at first about doing not negative emotions. I always thought people were like, oh, just want to be the happy, just want to see the nice side of things. And I really kind of over that now, because I feel like, you've got to be angry, you've got to be sad, you've got to be all different kinds of emotions, and it's just bollocks, actually, to pretend that you're not, which some people do. So now I as I say, I only wrote it for myself to make myself feel better, and then I gigged it, went down really well, and it's one of the few tracks off Welcome to Wonderland that I still regularly play out at gigs now. So I wrote this one really quickly. It's got quite simple chords. Maybe it was quicker and easier and more natural feeling because of the speed with I wrote it, and that's probably to do with the pressure being taken off by me never writing it with the intention of not actually playing it to anyone. So I wasn't worrying about the audience, which was weird because that's actually flipped into a song that people seem to enjoy more than ones that I maybe try a bit harder on. So I can't remember. I think it's one of those ones where I more or less had the whole thing in one go. And it's more of a punky thing, which I'm trying to force myself away from, because my last EP was really hard to record because we had such a mix of different genres on there that it kind of didn't sound very coherent for quite a long time. So on the one that I'm writing at the moment, I'm trying to stick to a more folky, Americana, country-ish sort of thing, because that's the feedback I've had, that's what the tracks that people enjoyed on it and stuff. However, I am struggling a little bit. I've got a few rockier tracks which don't really fit into the genre that I've decided I'm going to do. So I'm sort of still figuring that out in the arrangement process at the moment. So, you'll find out how that goes when the next EP comes out. I hope you like the track. Please subscribe to my channel here. And the track will be out next week. In the meantime, you can listen to the recorded version on my website. It's free to download on Bandcamp as well. And here we go.